All right, this video is a progress video on our Tri-BSA Triumph flagged bike with a BSA B50 engine in it. Old race bike. Yesterday we put in the new brakes in the rear, and I forgot to video it, but we got new brakes back here, a new chain, and a new sprocket, and everything's hooked up and works beautifully. So we got the rear wheel done yesterday. Walking over here, the client found original style, maybe from this motorcycle, side covers. So I'm going to come up with a way of hooking them up on the bike. All the original mounts are gone, of course, but we'll come up with some way of hooking those on that would be adequate for racing, because we're just trying to replace it, restore the bike back to race condition with a few modern upgrades. He's not going to race it, but he is going to play with it out in the desert. So it'll be really cool. It's, as we say, it's a patina restoration. We're not going to make it pretty. We're going to make it race ready as it was back in the 1970s. So did a couple of nice things. Got this really cool tail light, which a race bike didn't have. I've put the engine supplement back here, put it in a battery plus electronic ignition and charging system, restored these really cool old petcocks. I made these handles, and I just love those petcocks. They are so cool. So anyway, we're making progress on this. We'll be ready for a test ride probably within a day. I will test ride it before I spend the time putting the side covers on. So the back wheel is done. That's new brakes, new bearings, new sprocket, new chain. It's ready to go. Now, back here, let me show you why we did a new chain. To test a chain's condition, lay it flat. I mean flat, not on edge, but lay it flat against a straight line. Measure the deflection once you've pushed it tight, like so. And 6 inches is a brand new chain. 6 to 8 inches is a chain that's been slightly used. 8 to 10 inches is a chain that is serviceable, but you should be thinking about replacing. And anything past 10 inches deflection, that's a bad chain. So this chain came out at a beautiful 19 plus inches. It was, as we say in the trade, a worn out chain. So we replaced that. Okay, going back to the bike, we've got the front wheel off and just about ready to go back on the bike. We'll do that today. Walking over here, I want to show you something that I'm really impressed with. First of all, here's the wheel. Here's the old sprocket and chain and sprocket and shoes from the back of the bike. Old, probably original. These are the front brakes that came out of it. Old and could very well be original. They are the old riveted style, and I always replace those with new ones that are bonded. So those are the old ones. This is the front wheel, and this is the new set of brakes for the front wheel, and aren't these gorgeous? These are apparently very scarce because none of my standard normal suppliers had front wheel brakes for this bike. I finally found the gentleman. He's here in the States. His business is called British Singles, and he supplies parts only for British Singles, I guess. That's a really neat niche, or niche, depending on how you pronounce it. Anyway, these are gorgeous. These are a work of art. They are just magnificent, and it's like just fun working with them. They're so pretty. So these are going to go on here, and get the center bolt back on, and go on the bike today, and turns nicely. That's where we are. Should have the bike rideable by the end of today when I get everything done. And this is fun. This has been an interesting project. We've done a lot to this bike. And that is all. All right, a quick follow-up and a little minor correction. The gentleman who supplied me with these gorgeous front wheel brakes, his business is actually called BSA unit singles. So his niche or niche, as however you wish to pronounce it, is even smaller than I thought. So interesting business, BSA unit singles, and he supplied these gorgeous front brakes. So just wanted to correct that.